Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. Today is Friday. Happy Friday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well, and if it's not, guess what? I hope by the end of the video today, it goes better. Just know that, you know what? I've got my coffee cup here and it says, I got coffee spilled on it. I will not be shaken. Knowing that no matter what's going on around you, you might be having a bad morning. Maybe you woke up bad. Maybe you woke up in a fight. Maybe you woke up and had the cares of the world and the worries like weighing heavily on your mind. Knowing that if you stand firm and strong in your faith, don't be shaken. Stand firm like those flowers. Those flowers stay there, right? They stay there and they stay strong in the ground. That's what our job is to do today. So we're going to stand firm. We're going to make some breakfast freezer meals today in our family. That's what we're going to do today. So I need to stand firm today and get what I need to get done for my family today. And that is going to be breakfast freezer meals. I'm excited to do this. This week we did applesauce and I've stocked my freezer and I'm like, all right, I need to do a few more foods. So it's been a little bit of an adjustment because I'm going to be doing less, like way less. Like we used to do hundreds of breakfast burritos or 50 bagel sandwiches, and I'm gonna be doing a whole lot less now. So my freezer, we had a freezer downstairs in our garage and I just donated it and gave it away to somebody that could use it this summer. And so I'm like, all I have is what's here in my kitchen. We have a big deep freeze over here and I have 2 refrigerator freezers over there. So I'm going to have to stay mini size, which is fine. This is all we need because there's not many. We have 6 kids at home that eat, and they're not all huge breakfast things, but at least there'll be something in the freezer. So my goal is to do less today. So when you see me mixing up 25 eggs, go, Amy, don't do 25 eggs. You just need to do a little bit less. We're gonna make it though. So I've got a big giant list right in front of me here of all the breakfast foods that we're gonna make. I won't share everything with you now, but I'll share with you as I make it and put the recipes on the screen. So we're just gonna start. I'm gonna get an earbud in because it's gonna be a busy day today. I'm gonna try to get as much as I can get before hopefully lunchtime today. It's like 7 o'clock. I'm filming, so it's gonna take more. See how much I can get accomplished today for our family to be able to fill up our freezers. So you guys ready for a great breakfast freezer meal making day? All right, let's go. So the first thing I'm gonna make is pancake mini muffins. So we have this humongous bag of pancake mix here and we've been making pancakes, which is fine. It's probably my least favorite job is making pancakes. I don't know, it just takes time. I used to have a big griddle. Don't have a big griddle, I just have one that I put on my stove. But we just don't make them as much anymore. But we've been doing waffles, they've been enjoying that. But today I'm gonna make breakfast little muffins. So I have my muffin tins here. I'm gonna do mini ones, so I think I'm just gonna, I don't know how much. I'll try to just fill 1 tray with this and then put them in the oven, then we'll put them in a freezer bag and freeze. The kids can take them out and dump them. We have done in the past where you do sausage, like breakfast sausage links, cut them in half and stick them in the pancake batter. That's really good. You can do anything to it. You can add chocolate chips, you can add peanut butter, you can add bananas, you can add blueberries, you can add strawberries, whatever you want to add to your what's this called? It's pancake batter, but I'm gonna add maple syrup. Not maple syrup, maple flavoring. Yes, maple syrup will give it a little bit of a flavor, but maple flavoring will give it a whole lot of maple taste. So I'm gonna mix these up. I'm gonna mix up my pancake mix according to package directions, but add another egg to make it fluffier, and then add some flavoring to it. There goes the dog barking. And then we're gonna make it. We're gonna see how many we get. We're gonna aim for small Amy. Small, for the recipe on the screen. Okay, I only wanted to do 1 little pan. That's okay. Tonight, since it's breakfast freezer making day, I'll do breakfast for dinner tonight. So we'll put some of these in the dinner thing. So I'm gonna put this in the oven on 350. Okay, so what my goal is today is I'm going to balance my oven with the other prep work because I have a lot of things I have to bake. So I'm gonna try to do like something in the oven and I'll do something else that doesn't require the oven. So I think the next thing I'm gonna do is yogurt, little yogurt muffin. No, not yogurt muffins. Yogurt, they're like little yogurt and cereal basically. That's what it's gonna be. So let me go get those out. I used to make these little yogurt bars before where I would take yogurt and then I would take heavy whipping cream, whip it up and mix it with this. It made it more like a treat and a little bit thicker. The kids don't really like the whipped cream with it. So I'm just gonna do plain straight yogurt, which is good. Buy it, you can make your own, but I'm just buying it for ease. And then like when I eat yogurt, which I kind of force myself to eat it, I try to add a lot of like cereal or granola into it. And so the kids like that too. So what I did, I thought I'd do a little bit more fun is I bought like these fruity dino bites I'm gonna do for them, and then I have some honey bunches of oats for myself. So I'm gonna take the dino bites, I'm gonna first put cupcake liners in the bottom, put a little bit of cereal in, top it with yogurt, and then top it with the cereal on top, and just freeze it solid. Leave it in the liners. You can pop it up, but I'm gonna leave it right in there. And then it can be yogurt basically with the topping, really easy. They can eat it when it's kind of frozen. It's a good treat. So I'll do the dino bites for them, which is the fruity pebbles, and then I have honey bunches of oats for myself because I don't really like the fruitiness with it. And you can also, I also have strawberries to put on top too. So it'll be a nice, healthier alternative versus, you know, just plain cereal straight. Don't those look cute? Those look really, really great. So it's got your yogurt in it, it's got a little bit of cereal, but it's got the fruit in there too. So I use frozen blueberries because that's what I had. I'm gonna go put this in my freezer. Muffins are almost done, and then we'll probably do something else, baking, and then we'll do something else. I'll do another yogurt tray here. So those came out of the oven. I'm gonna let them sit there and cool, and I'll show you what they look like when I take them out. I'm gonna mix up for French toast sticks. Now, usually I do French toast, or actually, should I just do French toast? It's so much easier French toast, isn't it? Oh, decisions. I was just thinking little sticks, and then I could just put them in little bags, and they can pull out as many as they want and put them in the microwave. Because I can always heat them up in the air fryer, right? Let's do sticks because it's something different. Usually I do French toast, and you just flip it and make it that way and put it in the oven, but I'm gonna do sticks, and this you bake in the oven, because if you try flipping them, forget it. So I'm gonna do a whole loaf of Texas toast. Let me show you how easy this is, because I haven't done French toast sticks in a long time. I'm gonna put the recipe on the screen of what I mix up in my bowl here, and then we're just gonna put them on a baking sheet and then bake them for like 20 minutes and flip them over and do the other side. We'll see if this one's actually really bad or not, because I remember doing these going, why am I doing this? So it's probably easier just to make the French toast and cut them into strips. I'll let you know. Okay, I didn't let my butter melt completely, so there's chunks of butter in there, but they'll melt. So I didn't have plain straight cinnamon, so I had cinnamon sugar, so I just overcompensated for this. But I have a whole pan, and there'll probably be a little bit more, so I will just bake these first, because you have to bake them for 20 minutes and flip them over. So I'm gonna set my egg mixture. Actually, I should make one more try. I should do one more try to get my mess going, right? Let me make this up on another tray, and then that way I can make my yogurt stuff up. Okay, I'll let you know, that one's on silicone. Let's see if it doesn't stick, and I'm gonna do my non-stick pan here and put them on here and see how they do. I'm gonna spray it though. Okay, pancake muffins are done. So these are tiny, cute little muffins. Smell like mapley muffin, taste like a pancake. So these are done. French toast is in the oven, so I'm gonna start making little yogurt cups for myself out of honey bunches and oats instead of the Fruity Pebbles. So this is my honey bunches of oats here. I'm gonna kind of squish it a little bit because it's kind of bigger flakes. And I'm just gonna do a 12 thing because I don't really, yogurt's not my favorite. I'm learning to like it, but not something I'm gonna eat every single day. Okay, so the French toast sticks, I flipped them. I didn't show, I thought I pushed record, but didn't record. So basically after 20 minutes you flip them, the top will be hard and crispy. Flip it over and you do the other side and let it bake. It's doing good in there. So those are going, so I think the next thing I was just kind of like, what do I start on next? So I'm going through my list. One of the first things I wrote down was the omelets and put them on English muffins, and I bought bagels yesterday, like bagel thins. So these are gonna be something that I enjoy eating and Greg enjoys eating. So what I'm going to do is, you can do it a whole lot of different ways. You can bake, you can do like an omelet mixture basically on the stove in a pan and cut it like in triangles. And that's fine, and put it like on whatever kind of bread, the English muffin, the bagel, whatever you want. That's one way to do it. You can also do it in muffin tins and then just pop out the muffin tin, squish it on there, you have a circle. Perfect, already done. You can also do it on a cookie sheet, and that's what I'm gonna do, or a jelly roll pan here. I'm gonna spray this really good, do it in here, and then I'm gonna cut this in, like there'll be 6 on here. So that's what I'm gonna do for mine. So if you want more, you do more eggs. If you want thinner, you do less eggs. So I'm gonna try to, I think I'm gonna do 12. I feel like that's my number. We'll see, 2, 4, because I feel like I'm gonna cut this into 6 squares. They'll be big squares, but 6 big squares, and then do like 12. I feel like that's not much. 15, I can do like half an egg. No, 12, because I'm gonna put a lot of veggies in here. So what I'm gonna do is chop up my veggies. In mine, I like mushrooms, tomato, spinach, bacon pieces, and onion, and feta cheese. That's what I like. So I'm gonna cut that all up, saute it over here on the stove and get that, and then I'll put in my egg mixture. That will make it fuller that way. And then for Greg's, I'll make separate as well too. So chop some veggies up first, and then we'll cook it over here and put it together. Easy way to make them. So saute whatever your favorite things are. This is delicious to me. This I'm making. I dropped spinach off the floor. This is real life. Right there, I'm just gonna leave that there. Maybe Maxine will eat it, I don't know. So I'm gonna whip up my eggs, spray my pan, put them there, and we'll bake them in the oven, because the other French toast came out looking good. The other ones will be done by the time this is ready to go, and then I'll start cooking Greg's kind. Okay, so I changed my mind. I decided to do this in half and then do it in 4s, so I can have a bigger one, fluffier one. So that's why I figured there'd be 8 squares, so I figured 16 eggs with all that delicious topping. So put this in here, spray it really good so it doesn't stick. Okay, I did the little squares for Greg's because he's gonna have English muffin, which are a little bit smaller. So a little bit of eggs left over. I'm just gonna cook these on the stove. Just make simple eggs with that for breakfast. Clean my mess and we'll keep moving. French toast sticks. There they are. That was way easier to do that in the oven than I thought. I used to cook them on the, like the griddle, and they were just floppy in a mess. The oven is the hookup, so nice and crunchy. So these are done. So the eggs are cooking in the oven. So what I'm gonna do next is mix up a mixture for breakfast burritos. Kids just like bacon and cheese. That's it. Nothing else. Do I put, no sausage. Just bacon and cheese, and that's it in the burrito with the eggs. So I'm gonna whip up some eggs here. I'm just gonna do, I only have 2 tortilla packets. I know, super small. That's it. So that's 20. Is that 20? That's 20 of them? 20. So yeah, I can do that. We're gonna go small. And I'll put bacon and cheese in there, and that's gonna roll them up easy and freeze them. I'm gonna cook a little bit of this bacon. Bagged bacon has that like fatty stuff on it, so you can just cook it for a few minutes, even put it in the microwave. It'll cook it like crispy, so it's not that chewy kind. So I'm gonna put this over, cook it for a few minutes, then add my eggs and just do scrambled eggs, put in a bowl with some cheese and put on tortillas, easy. People say, how long do the eggs go in? Usually it's about 30 minutes. See those kind of how they're puffing? Obviously there's gooey, so that's not done. It's getting there, but you just wanna, you'll be able to touch it and have it kind of pop. Can I put you here? Touch there. If it touches it, kind of puff back a little bit, but you know it's done, so that's good. Let's cook these eggs. Okay, I'm resisting the urge to make those 2 more. That was enough. There's enough. There was a little bit of eggs left over, so I just put them in burritos. Greg will come home and have breakfast. He'll eat that. So I have these. I'm gonna go put these in the freezer. This is called flash freezing. When you take it individually and freeze it solid and then put it in bags. So if I put these in bags, they will stick together because of the heat in there. So just put them on a cookie sheet, put them in the freezer until they're frozen solid, and then take them out and put them in a bag. Easy. Okay, small size. We're doing good. Let me check my eggs in the oven too. So I've got these in a bag, French toast sticks, and pancakes. Not bad, 2 small little bags. 1 small little bag. This one, but that's plenty. So I've got my eggs here are done. Ooh, that's hot. I can't pick that up. That's hot. I'm gonna cut it into 8s, and then there's 8 bagels in a package. So I'm gonna put them on there, wrap them in. I use this right here, dry wax paper sheets. I get like 2 boxes of this. I'm gonna say it's $16 at Sam's, and it lasts me forever. Forever, forever. Wrap your sandwiches in this, then I'll put it in a gallon Ziploc bag. When I heat it up, I'll keep it in the wrapper in the microwave. I'll keep it moist, or I'll put it in the air fryer and it'll make it crispy. Either one. So this is delicious. My favorite sandwich. Okay, getting things done. The next thing I'm gonna do is stuffed biscuits. We've done these before many ways. They're delicious. I'm just gonna use refrigerated biscuits. Brooklyn likes these, but she doesn't like to eat meat, so I have sausage gravy minus the sausage, so it'll just be country gravy, I think. So I'm gonna mix this up, put it in the microwave to make a gravy, and then I'm gonna open the biscuits up, I think in the middle, or pinch two together. I'm gonna have to see what I do. And just basically squeeze the gravy inside of this, put them on a baking sheet, and then bake them in the oven till they turn brown. And then that way, when you eat them, you pull them apart, you get the gravy inside. Delicious. I actually have like a squeezer that you can use like for cake decorating. So I'll probably use that just to squeeze it inside. Really easy. We've done them in muffin tins where you can put the toppings all in it that way. We've also filled them with egg and all the toppings like you do at a breakfast burrito and pinch them shut. All of it's delicious either way, but I'm just gonna do the gravy because that's what she likes for these. You can do these on a stove, like where you mix up the hot water, then add the cold with it, or just put it in the microwave after like 30 seconds, stir it up, and then put it back in there, do it again. You'll have, it's easier, much easier, less mess. Okay, so we've done this two ways, where you pull the biscuit apart and stick in the middle, or you can roll it flat like that and just put it in there and pinch it. Either way, if you want to keep the shape, you can also put them in muffin tins as well, and it'll keep the round shape of it. I'm just gonna roll it with a rolling pin, put it in the middle, and then roll it up so it looks more like this, but this will be delicious. Okay, so I'm getting things done. Now I'm gonna start like on the baking items. We're gonna do a lot of little breads and muffins to go in the freezer. So the first one I'm gonna do is chocolate zucchini bread. So if you have zucchini from your garden, this works really good. That's my coconut oil. But what I do is I get this at the discount store. I got this, there's something for the microwave in there, for really cheap, cheaper than I would zucchini, and just use this and shred this up. This works just the same. So I'm gonna put this in my food processor over here, shred it up, and then pull out the amount that I need for my recipe. My recipe doesn't call to add extra chocolate to it, but I know my girlfriend, this is her recipe, Danielle, and she would always add chocolate chips. So I have this right here from L'Oreal from France, and I was like, is it sugary or is it not? So I did pull it out and taste it. It has a little bit of sugar. So I'm just gonna chop this and put it in the mixture of the bread, so that way it'll have a little bit extra chocolate in there. So I've did one a little while back, and it was really moist, really delicious, but you needed yogurt, and I don't have plain yogurt for it. So this will work for this. So first, let's do the food processor for the zucchini. Now the recipe is going to call for 1.5 cups of grated or shredded. This is going to be a little bit more because I did add water because it's frozen. So I'll probably end up adding about 2 cups of this to my mixture. So I'm going to chop up the chocolate, then I'll put everything in the mixing bowl, mix it up, put the recipe on the screen. Those biscuits delicious. So now that the chocolate zucchini's in there, I'm gonna make some banana nut. I think I'm gonna do banana bread versus muffins just to make it kind of keep golden theme with the bread. It's easier to, I guess, to roll up the bread and just pull one out and cut it versus taking out a bunch of muffins. So I'll put the recipe on the screen, super easy. These are used from bananas that I've had frozen, took them out and they've thawed. I'm going to take the rest of my zucchini here and just put it in a bag. I would do a quart-sized bag, but I don't have any. Put this in the freezer so I can make some more of that again. Next I'm going to do is chocolate chip oatmeal cups. This is really good. It's basically like a baked oatmeal. Kids like it for breakfast. Okay, life has gone fast forward. I had to go pick up some girl's friend, get them set, make some lunch. They just had pizza. We've cleaned everything up, got it all going, so I'm ready to continue from afternoon. Today's just going to have to work a little bit different, which is good. So I'm going to next mix up chocolate chip oatmeal cups. So that's, I think I said that last time, but we'll re-put this here. I'm putting my mixer here, just bake it in little muffin tins, really easy. Okay, these are really simple. And now I've done these apple cinnamon and we did these blueberry, but they like the chocolate chip. So I just put the remainder of that chocolate that I chopped up earlier in here. These are just ones they eat, so make what they eat. So I'm gonna put these in the oven for about 30 minutes. Okay, so today's been one of those days where it's like interruption, 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 but I'm making it. So I've been putting all my stuff in bags, which I'll show you in my freezer. So those chocolate chip oatmeal cups are in the oven. I'm gonna make sprouted grain cereal muffins. These were really, really good. Blueberry flavored. The kids didn't love them. I got that boxes of Ezekiel cereal. It looks like Ezekiel something. I found it for like, what was it, 10 cents a box, and it's good, not expired or anything. So I have a lot of it here. So I made this, I look back, it's been a month that I made it. I enjoyed this. I put it in my freezer, and then I just pulled them out and ate them. So I'm gonna make a bunch of these, probably, I think it's 24. Okay, makes 24. I'm looking at my thing here. And then have it for delicious. So I'll put everything in the mixture, the recipe on the screen. Okay, I looked real quick. The recipe I originally had bananas in it. I'm out of bananas, which is so weird because we usually always have an abundance of frozen bananas, always, but they've been eating a lot of smoothies lately. So I do have pumpkin, so I'm going to get pumpkin and use that in place of the banana. Okay, so this batter you can taste because there's no eggs in it, and then you can taste the other one too. Hold on, I can turn my pan up. But that tastes really good with the pumpkin. The pumpkin and the blueberry makes it something good. If you don't want the cereal to be kind of crunchy in there, you want it to be nice and smooth, just let it soak for like a longer time. I just did it real quick. My mom used to make, what was that stuff called? The stringy stuff, not oat bran, is it oat bran? Bran cereal, bran muffins, and she'd soak it like that in there. It was good. So I'm gonna put this in here. This is good, blueberry and pumpkin, so I'm substituting for the banana that I put on the screen. Delicious, put it in tins, put it in the oven 350. Okay, so those are in the oven. So I have a lot of pumpkin. Remember I opened this the other day? So I'm gonna make a recipe next week. So I have some in the refrigerator. I put one of these in the freezer. This, I'm gonna make pumpkin chocolate chip muffins. I haven't made these in a while. Last time it seems like nobody ate them. It's one of those things, do they like them or do they not? So we'll make them, put them in the freezer. They'll be there because they're delicious. So I'll put the recipe on the screen. We've been making this for years and years and years and years since my date was, let me show you the first time I posted this. First time I posted this was 2013. So I've been making this recipe for a long time and we love it. Kids love it. It's a staple in a winter. So recipe on the screen, put in the mixing bowl. Okay, so I need a muffin tin, so I'm gonna take my oatmeal cups here, take them out. I don't need these, but I'm gonna take them out because I don't have any more. And I'm gonna store these in containers like this with a piece of parchment paper on top, just to make it easier than doing it in bags. That's just the way I'm gonna do it. You can do it in bags though, we've done that. Okay, making lots and lots of muffins. So I got my pumpkin at the bottom, the blueberry ones are almost done, so I just put those underneath. I don't usually recommend putting both. Hold on. Unless you have the convection setting in the oven, which I always forget. So put the convection setting on and it'll blow air and it'll make it even in there. So now the next thing I'm gonna do is cinnamon quick bread. I've been making this forever. I'm gonna cut my recipe in half though because I'm going smaller. So if you see me put less ingredients in, it's because I'm doing half the amount because we want smaller batches for this. So I'll put the recipe on the screen. This is delicious, like that Pillsbury quick bread you buy in the box. You can make it yourself for real cheap. Real quick, the recipe calls for, hold on. The recipe calls for buttermilk, but if you don't have buttermilk, which I never had buttermilk, I've never actually even used buttermilk. You just make some with milk and vinegar. So it was like 1.5 cups I put in, so I just did a little bit below the half mark and put vinegar in there. You can do that for sour milk too. My grandma taught me that back in the day, so I'm gonna keep mixing. Now the recipe calls for you put half the batter in the bottom and then you put cinnamon sugar on it. I don't have any plain cinnamon because I ran out. So this is cinnamon sugar together, so I'm gonna be using the rest of this up. Don't be frugal, put it on top and then sprinkle on top, it'll be delicious. Okay, day's going great. So I just cleaned up my mess here, got everything washed over there. I'm gonna put away the muffins and the bread that I have, wrap them up, put them in bags because I'm waiting on the pumpkin muffins to put my breads in. And then I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Do you know that we're like almost there getting things done? I'm excited because I got rid of my freezer downstairs and I wasn't sure how I was gonna fit everything because like all my applesauce, let me show you, let me go show you my freezers. The applesauce in this freezer, let me screen you around this way, took up a big row and I forgot about that when I got rid of my last freezer, but look at it. It took up that whole bottom there and like we were able to put stuff on top. But I still have a lot of room. So my first thought is the breakfast foods are gonna take up the space, but I didn't put any breakfast over here except like there was a Texas toast I didn't use, and there's an English muffin over here and a bagel. Then I'm just storing in here. So that means I can still do freezer dinner meals, and that will be able to take that up. So I'm excited for that. So what I'm gonna do, what I've been doing, trying to mix up my freezers a little bit. So I put all the breakfast foods in this one. Look at that. So I've got everything I made today. Not completely, I still have to do the breads that are in the oven and the pumpkin muffins, which will slide in right here. So this will be the breakfast freezer, which is awesome. So that's good. And then I have, the only other thing I have is the kids like to have bagels with cream cheese and salami. Those are down here in this freezer. This is a little bit disorganized, but it's down at the bottom are the bagels, just because it fit that way. So I'm like, that's gonna work out really good. So now there's more. There's always more. When you make freezer meals, the last thing you want to do is cook dinner, right? And I'm like thinking in my head, I have to feed my kids. So what I'm going to do is make breakfast bowls. So I might as well keep on with the whole breakfast theme. So, and I have to do the McGriddles. Remember I wanted McGriddles? I forgot about those until right this little bit ago. So what I'm gonna do is, we bought this sausage strips. These are really good. Bacon sausage. I'm gonna cook these. Well, let me explain. Basically, I'm gonna make a buffet of breakfast foods. I'm gonna have biscuits. I have breakfast sausage. We're gonna make some scrambled eggs. There's bacon. I'm gonna make up gravy, and there's hash browns. Is that it? Yes, and cheese. And then they can layer it in a bowl and have it as they want. That way, if somebody doesn't want the meat, they don't have to have the meat, they can just have the eggs. But whatever, like the bacon, if this doesn't get eaten, I'll just put this in the freezer to eat during with the week. And the biscuits, same thing, we can eat those. So, but at least it'll be cooked. And then I'm gonna make up a couple pancakes because I want to try the McGriddle thing that Greg wanted so bad. I just have to cook these basically. And then I thought with the pancake, we'll see how that works. I'm trying to think, does McGriddle have an egg on it? It does, doesn't it? So I'm gonna have to get that figured in there too. So it will be good. We're gonna have that. So it'll be delicious. So I'm waiting on the thing in the oven. I think I can put it underneath it. I mean, it's great making cinnamon bread with like bacon in the oven, right? No, I probably should wait on that. I'll cook my biscuits on the bottom. I'll do those first. So let me get the biscuits on a pan. We'll bake those in the oven with the bread. And then hopefully by then the bread will be almost finished up. We can cook our hash browns and our eggs, and then we can do our bacon. It won't take too long. Oh, actually, you know what? Air fryer. Forgot about the air fryer. That's where I'll put the bacon, in the air fryer, because I've got like layers of air fryer. That's what we're gonna do. Bacon's going in the air fryer along with the sausage. Biscuits are going in the oven. All right, here we go. We're gonna get there. It's just been a long day today. Okay, let's do the biscuits on a pan, put them in the oven. Okay, let's utilize the air fryer. The oven is great to cook bacon if you don't want to cook it on the stove, but air fryer works really good because do you really clean out your air fryer on the inside? No. I mean, I don't. Should you? I don't know. The racks get cleaned, but you have to clean around. I won't even go there. I won't even say that, but I'll keep that in there just for you people that don't clean your air fryer, because I don't. Except the racks. Let's put this in. These are really good. Let's see how many will fit in here. That's the key. Since the bacon takes up 2 sheets, I'm gonna put the sausage in the bottom because the bacon will cook more. I feel like I need to flatten these if I'm gonna make McGriddles. Let me squish these out a little bit. I just feel like these are gonna puff up, like you know how they are when you puff them up in the stove. So I'm gonna flatten them a little bit. Hopefully that'll do the McGriddle thing. I hope I can come close to the McGriddle thing. Greg's like asked me a bunch of times every time I talk about the freezer meals. He's like, "You're gonna make my McGriddles, right?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm gonna make your McGriddles." So I just hope it doesn't disappoint. We'll see. We'll see. I hope not. I'm gonna try my best. Okay, so I'm gonna try to use remember this good pan I got from Nissan? Nissan sounds like Nissan the car. I'm gonna try to cook everything in. So I'm gonna cook the sausage right now. Let me get that in here. And then I'll take this out, rinse off the pan, wipe off the pan, and then I'll cook the potatoes with some oil. Ugh, gross. And then we're gonna leave it right there because I have to cut that open. And then we'll do the eggs last. Okay, I'm gonna be like most people. Most people use like a wooden spoon, right, to smush this out. Instead of like the meat chopper. I don't know, let's see if it's any better. I watched Kimberly Whisk, is that her name, from the Wads? And she's like, I don't know why people find you such great things with the little star thing, you know what I'm talking about? This thing, wherever it is. This thing. I love mine. I love to chop the meat. She says she doesn't like it and she'd rather choose a spoon. So we're gonna try a spoon, see if that works. But this is here. What else am I gonna do? I'm gonna do gravy. Let me put that in the microwave. Come this way, see all the stuff? I have a little bit of gravy. Right here. I only have a little bit left from I bought a big container a long time ago. So I'm gonna put this in here with some water. Come this way. I need a camera that follows me. And then fill up with water. Right there. Find yourself a spoon that's been clean. We're getting there. Look at the mess everywhere. I'm feeling good. I had coffee to keep me rolling. I just gotta do a couple pancakes. That'll be easy to do. And the hash browns, like life is good. I'm gonna have breakfast freezer meals. I'm excited because I was afraid it was gonna use up too much freezer, but I see it's not going to. And then I'm gonna be able to have the other freezer for other stuff. So this, come back over here. This is going in the microwave, not the spoon. And then we're gonna let that cook in there and it'll get thick. And then we're gonna keep checking our stuff here to watch for it to get done. Okay, doing a bunch of things. My gravy came out, I stuck it over there. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna mix up a pancake mix. So let me see, it's cold water. I think I'll do 2 cups. 2 cups of mix. There's the mixer. I was like, where's my measuring cup? Okay, so the other thing I'm going to add different to this is maple flavoring, because I feel like theirs is really mapley. I think that's really thick. Did I measure that correctly? 1 1/3? Yeah, I did. I want to get my chopper. We'll see, maybe it'll just be a little bit fluffy. I'm going to use my, I usually pour it, but I feel like, let's see what this does. Yeah, it definitely seems thick. I should probably add more liquid. I'm not going to. We're just going to put on and do a few. Let's see how that does. Keep doing the sausage here. Sure smells delicious in the air fryer. Let me get the flipper. This is going to be great. Awkward having it over here. So there's enough grease in there. I'm just going to cook the hash browns in here. Like there's a lot of hash browns. Let's see. Perfect. Hash browns, definitely salt and pepper. I know there's no flavor in these. Let me flip these. Can you see? The pancakes, they're awful fluffy. They're awful fluffy. That's so funny. They're like super fluffy. What did I do? Like, what did I? Water? I don't know what I added. Those are just fluff. That's so weird. Let me get some more water in here. How about burning the hands, people? I started really early today, and it's 3 o'clock, but that's okay. I had a lot of interruptions today, and that's okay. Some days life goes like that now. I would never do this if I had, you know, like little kids. I would definitely spread it way out over the time, but if you see, there was a lot of breakfast foods in there for, my kids don't all, hold on 1 second. I don't have many hot pads because I've been putting them in the washer. Hold on 1 sec. Not everybody's eating those breakfast foods all the time. Everybody eats different things, so I just have them in there. So whatever they want to grab, they can get. I've made something that everybody likes. Probably definitely lasts for the month, and then I'm sure some after. But at least I have them in there. That's the key. Is like I have stuff in there and they can grab them. But as you can see, I filled that whole small freezer for, and that's a family of 8. So it just shows you how much space you can do for just 1 or 2 people as well. I'm back here. So these are the biscuits. They're not the Grand's biscuit. If you guys remember me going shopping, they were, can you totally hear me? I hope you can. They were the other ones, but I see like the Grand's biscuits would be a little bit more form. These are probably like, I don't know, like a drop biscuity type thing, but they just don't puff up like a good Grand's biscuit. So, I'm sorry if you could hear me on that, but I would pick more of the Grand's biscuit. They're not bad. I just remember I was like, is it cheaper? It wasn't cheaper. It was the same price, but they just made more, just like a flatty one. But I mean, it tastes like a biscuit. So, right. I'm getting to the end. I'm gonna whip these eggs up here. I made a lot of extra because I didn't do a Gather Your Fragment Friday, so I'm gonna have to make food this weekend. So this will be one of them. We can have this for the weekend. So let me whip these up. Check my stuff in the air fryer. Cook the eggs. We're gonna be good. And it's gonna be a great day. I'm almost done. I'm getting tired. Time to pop the immersion blender. It's a really easy way to do your eggs.
That pulled right up, just slid right off my pan, right into here. This was awesome. Used it for, I mean, look at, like, I didn't even clean any of that yet. It's just a little piece of egg. Very good. Let that cool before you put in your sink. All right, here's breakfast tonight. Now these are really good. It's got there's pancake. Greg's gonna make his little sandwich. I don't know how that's gonna work, so I'm gonna let him sample that, see if he likes that flavor mix. And if he does, I'll make little sandwiches. So we'll have pancakes, there's biscuits. So what I would do is I put biscuit in the bottom of my bowl. I put some sausage, some eggs, some bacon, potatoes, gravy, and cheese. If you guys have ever eaten at, what's the place called? Bob Evans. It's a place in Michigan. I don't think they have them down south here. No, they actually don't. That's what I would get as a breakfast bowl, and that is what it was. It was actually the egg was like lined the bowl like an omelet, and they filled everything inside. So good. So this will be for dinner tonight. I'm gonna let Greg try the biscuit or this and that because I feel like it smells like maple, but I just don't know. Is that gonna be what he's gonna like? We gotta work into that, trying to do things. So I'm done. I'm so finished, which is awesome. Sink. I have 2 things to wash in the sink. My cinnamon bread, let me see if that'll pop out of the, let me get my cinnamon bread on my pans. All right, so I had to come outside because it is hot in there. I have my windows, it's like 59 degrees. It's pretty chilly, but I had socks on today because it was a little colder, but I'm just getting sweaty because everything is so hot. So Ruby's here. She's like, hello. She smells the bacon. She's sitting at I had the gate there so she could just kind of look in, and she just sat there and was barking at me. She wanted that bacon. I gave you some already. She's like, I love it. So I've got all the windows open. I just turned the lid, a couple candles, kind of get the smell out of there. I am finished. I made all of those freezer breakfast meals for our family for the month and then some, and breakfast for dinner tonight and tomorrow, and we'll see what else we have. You're gonna have to, I won't do a Gather Your Fragment Friday like I normally do, but just know that we'll have something. I'll share with you on Monday. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and the things I made. Hopefully you can make those for your family. The kids really like the Fruity Pebble yogurt. Those were a winner, and the biscuits and gravy were another winner. All good things, and I know all those muffins, everything's gonna be delicious. So, all right, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you again on Monday for another video. And if you wanna read our Bible with us, we're reading that tomorrow for Abundantly Blessed. Okay, have a great rest of your day. We'll see ya, bye. Then we're gonna read our proverb for the day. Proverbs, we're on 29:12. If a ruler pays attention to lies and encourages corruption, all his officials will become wicked. The poor man and the oppressor have this in common. The Lord gives light to the eyes of both. If a king faithfully and truthfully judges the poor, his throne shall be established forever. The rod and reproof, godly instruction give wisdom, but a child who gets his own way brings mother to shame. When the wicked are in authority, transgression increases, but the righteous will see the downfall of the wicked. Correct your son and he will give you comfort. Yes, he will delight your soul. Where there is no vision, no revelation of God in his word, the people are unrestrained. But happy and blessed is he who keeps the law. A servant will not be corrected by words alone, for though he understands, he will not respond nor pay attention. Do you see a conceited man who speaks quickly, offering his opinion or answering without thinking? There is more hope for a thick-headed fool than for him. He who pampers his slave from childhood will find him to be a son in the end. An angry man stirs up strife, and a hot-tempered and undisciplined man commits many transgressions. All right, have a beautiful day. We'll see ya. Bye.